Peace and blessings. I hope you guys are doing well. All praises to the Most High, all praises to our men like King Yahushua Mashiach, for without him would we be. So I just want to talk about how my day went today. I went to the job site, early. Of course, they started their things. It's the same thing with the Metro, right? MTA is in on it. Everyone is in on it, right? As we know. So they attempted to stage what they wanted to stage. Of course, with the noise campaigns, people playing music next to you, they'll come purposely to sit next to you. Like I said, this is so that they can attempt to sap your light, and also to just annoy you, right? But they were heavily aggressive and brutish, and usually if you're seasoned faster, they already know. If you are fasting or if you're coming off of a fast, then this is retaliation for that, because they don't want you doing anything that is holy. They don't want you praying. They don't want you fasting. They don't want you reading your word. And they certainly do not want you keeping your body clean, your temple holy for the Most High's usage, right? So they get mad about that, as we know. So I go out, of course, they're staging stuff, of course, as a pedestrian. I do not own a car. I don't have any intention on owning a car. I don't care what anyone says. I don't want a car. I don't. Okay. And if I do get one, it's only going to be used locally. And chances are it has to be a bucket, because at the end of the day, like I said, at some point I already know that it's going to break down. So if you're going to mess with it, then hey, it's getting jumped at that point. And thankfully I'm not out of too much money, because I already knew it was a bucket. I didn't spend that much money, you understand? So I'm not at loss. I'm not. You're going to be at a loss, because you guys are staging altercations, you're staging accidents, right? Which is the bystander effect. So they need people like the devils on patrol that they pay to be deployed and to stage this sort of scene to make it look like as if you were in the wrong. You understand? If an accident does occur. You get what I'm saying? I've been in cars with people as well, and even the Uber drivers, which is so crazy, because I'm just like, damn, like, you guys don't even understand that these people don't even care about your life. The fact that they're willing to put your life at risk. And remember, I posted a video about this, right? So this guy was purposely pulled over, but it was only so that he can be given, well, not him, but so that I can be delayed from going to go pick up food, because that is when I also was completing my fast. So I was going out to go and shop. So I took an Uber to a further place. They needed time to set up, put things up on the counter, you understand what I'm saying, on display, so that they can try to incite some type of satanic ritual, right, through the food, because they have to be connected to you. If you're not doing all of the stuff that they're doing, screwing, you understand, X, Y, and Z, and you know what X, Y, and Z is, male, female, and anything else in between. And today, you can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, so that means anything, right? If you're not into that, they're really mad at you, because they have already spread all these rumors and lies about you doing this stuff. You understand what I'm saying? They're taking pictures of us 24/7 via satellite, and then of course we have the devils on patrol who like to hold up their phones and make it seem like they're having phone conversations, but really they're taking video footage of you, because they feel like that's their way to get back at you, because that's what we do. We film. You understand what I'm saying? So that people will know. And I thank the Most High for that. I'm saying for technology in that respect, even though they've abused it. You see what I'm saying? So it works to our benefit always. Most importantly, it works to his benefit. You see what I'm saying? So they can't just write you off. I don't care about you giving us coverage or not. And we know you're not going to give us coverage. The only people who get coverage are the ones who are worshiping the beast, and then who has basically this light bulb that turns on in their mind where they're like, okay, yeah, I'm tired of worshiping the beast, that type of thing. So that's the reason why those people are caught in a space, immediately a trap where they can get got. Okay. So I won't go too much into that, but it is pretty self-explanatory when you see a lot of these cases that are brought up in the media. Now, today, I woke up this morning, prayed like I always do. They don't want you doing that. They don't want you praying. They don't want you fasting. They don't want you keeping your body, your temple holy, right? They want you being sexually immoral. You understand? Because it takes a sexual consummation to really seal the deal, right? Or it takes a word of agreement to seal the deal. That's what they need is consummation, right? Or even signatures too, right? Money as well, right? Because without money, of course, you're not signing a deal with money, but of course, we know how the streets work. So a lot of them perform transactions or contracts through the line of money, mammon, right? So we know this. Okay. They did what they had to do. They were staging altercations. I diverted that. They were staging so-called accidents, right? Because it has to look like accidents according to the bystander effect, right? These are people that they pay to stand around and make sure that whenever it gets to a point where the justice system is involved, and they have to always get involved, they can make it look like as if it was your fault and that you deserved it. Diverted that, came back home, cleaned myself up, went back out because I had a dentist appointment at 4:30. Went to my dentist appointment. That was what it was. Then I left. On my way back, I had to get off at the station, right? So this is a station that I always take. I don't always take the bus. I don't, because I walk. I'm a walker. I'm an athlete. So it's like, I don't have no problem with walking. A lot of these people can't even walk a mile, let alone 5 to 10 miles. You understand? Because I've walked and ran. You understand? I'm an athlete. I used to run track. I danced. You understand what I'm saying? I have a lot under my belt. And I'm not boasting. I'm just letting it be known. So it doesn't matter what you do or what you say. You get what I'm saying? I know about fall and recovery. Whenever I'm in a so-called accident, even when they hit me in 2020, December 2nd, 2020, they hit me with a car, right? So I thank the Most High that He gave me the physical fortitude to be able to withstand that, because any average person would have been able to withstand that. They can't. They don't even work out. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't got to go to the gym to work out. I just want to say that. You don't. These people spend it's a full-time job even trying to do that. These people spend that many hours that you would on a full-time schedule at a job site in the gym, which is not needed. You hear what I'm saying? It's not. So I'm so thankful that the Most High gave me the ability. He gave me this strong mind coupled with this strong body. So as I'm leaving the station, right, I have to segue to the bus station, right? I usually don't take the bus. I always walk it, to my house from the bus station. You understand what I'm saying? Which is like a mile or two. It's like 2 miles away from the station, which is nothing to me. Honestly, that is a breath of fresh air to me. Like I said, I'm not boasting. I'm just letting it be known. Thank you, Abba. All the praise and glory goes to you. Because I wouldn't dare own a car, especially when I know what you guys are doing. I ain't getting no damn car. You can floss all you want to. You could never. And I have to say this. I'm sorry. I know I'm segueing out of tangent, but I just want to say this. You can get a car and still park. You understand what I'm saying? Like 2 miles away. That's nothing. Or a mile. Like, start yourself off small. You don't have to have a car and literally park exactly where you need to get out at. That's just lazy to me. and then you spend time at the gym. Oh, I just worked out then. Well, that's a waste of money to me. A membership, because it's crazy. That's ludicrous. You don't need to be in the gym. What, because they have weights? Buy your own. Or use things around your house. See, this is what I'm saying. People don't know how to move around that because they have something to prove. I don't. And another reason why I don't want a car is because that's an easy kill. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I do get a car, it'll be a bucket. You understand? Because I already know y'all gonna do something to it. It's already gonna be fucked with. 9 out of 10 times when I receive it. So I'm already expecting for this shit to only give me about maybe 4 to 5 drives because I'm just so used to using my body anyways. And I'm going to be one of those people who park my car like 2 to 3 miles away from where my destination is, just so I can walk. You get what I'm saying? And I'll only have a bucket just to use it locally, but I already know how you guys play. You play dirty. So you're going to try to mess with my brakes. You understand? You're going to try to put sugar in my tank. You understand? All of those things. Just evil and wicked. It doesn't matter about it being a bucket. You don't give a damn. You just want me dead. You know? And this is their perception of just all of us. They want us dead. Right? And they feel like we deserve it. So let me go back to the story. I get off from the train, walk down the stairs, of course, segue to the bus stop. Now, before I get to the bus stop is probably about maybe 20 feet away. Right? So then I used to run track, so I'm booking it, right? Because the bus is already there at the bus stop. And usually they don't do that. They'll usually be so far away from the curb, or they'll be before the bus stop sign, or they'll be a little bit afterwards, right? But this was all a setup because, like I said, they put stuff into motion and they were trying to set up entrapments from the beginning when I woke up this morning. They become excessively aggressive, brutish, and belligerent and loud. Like, their demonic personalities really begin to blossom when they know that you're coming off of a fast, when they know that you are fasting. You understand, this is just what they do. And it's the summer solstice, right? So they are famished for life force energy from the children of the light. Okay? And it's a blind spot. So you can only see about like maybe 65% of the sidewalk because it's being prohibited by a gate and a tent, right? But I can still see because this is the route that I always take to get home. It's a major street and it's always busy. So I'm running, right? Keep in mind, there is a flux of people who are on the sidewalk, but they've already given the bystanders on patrol, the demons, the right of way to say, oh, okay, just make sure you don't go in the middle because we want to make sure that this looks like an accident. Here comes the guy on a scooter, an electrical scooter. You know you're supposed to be riding that in the street. That's what they have a bike lane for. But it makes perfect sense for him to have been riding it on the sidewalk because I'm coming from up under an underpass, which is outgoing from the station, and he's incoming underneath. You understand? Coming my way. It makes perfect sense to make it look like an accident because there's buses that are parked there for their layovers. You understand what I'm saying? So we know how this goes. I'm booking it. I know I'm about to make it. You understand? I'm going faster than him, clearly, because you have to weave through people on the sidewalk. But still, even then, you ain't even supposed to be going that fast. But they let the bystanders know, just make sure you're not in the middle because we don't want you to get hit by the bike. And especially if he's coming at you, because it's possible that you will bump into him. So they were keen on protecting them. So I clashed smack into this Negro. He was Negro. And thank the Most High that I'm an athlete, so I know about fall and recovery. I tucked and rolled, landed on my back, flipped over. You understand? Legs up in the air, didn't hit my head, curled up. Absolutely. I see a hand. Thank God it wasn't piss that I splashed. It was like just curbside water. You understand? I didn't care about that as long as it wasn't piss. And if it was, oh well. I ain't got no broken bones, no scrapes, no cuts, no bruises. I don't know what he had, because I didn't see. Because I am the one who sustained most of the impact because I was going faster than him, trying to get to the bus. And I was gonna make it, no doubt about it. So we have that collision, and like I said, I tuck and roll. I end up on my back, neck curled, feet up in the air, and then I see his hand out. I'm like, okay, grab it, thank you, because that's the least that you could have done. And I let him know, I said, look, straight up, I want you to know this. You were wrong for writing that on the sidewalk. The only thing that got you off was the fact that this is a layover. So you're going under the underpass, and of course you would have to write yours on the sidewalk. But going that fast through this traffic, no. That was uncalled for. And lucky it was me, because you guys believe in luck. But it's a blessing to me because I didn't sustain any injuries. Nothing. And it was not an elderly person. Because if you had clashed with an elderly person, yeah, that would be an immediate lawsuit. Absolutely. Come on now. You know how this works. So yeah, all the bystanders, you know how the bystander effect works. Everybody's looking, laughing. And then the bus driver who had the layover, who was sitting on the bus watching it because they knew this was staged. They knew. He's laughing. And I see him from a distance. I'm laughing too. Dusting myself off at the same time. This ain't nothing. Come on now. I was hit by a vehicle. Okay? And if the Most High didn't allow for me to sustain any fractures, any broken bones, all I had was a laceration, which I've shown. It's on my Just Darius channel, my first channel, which I still have access to. I showed you guys the laceration. The only thing you also did was move my cervical curve out of place, which I gained from rehab that I did on my own, because I know how to rehab this body. Hallelujah. So, yeah, your little antics didn't work. And they were mad. They laughed. Of course you did. But I had the last laugh in the end. Most of all, my father did. Because that still was a testament. I didn't sustain any injuries whatsoever. I don't know what injuries he had. He looked like he was fine. Of course, because I received most of the impact because I was going faster than you. Which was cool to me. This is what I have to say, though. My whole morale of this is that you can't fuck with the Most High's people. And that's just it, and that's all. He does not play about his people. Okay? So if you think you're going to do them something in and stage something, he's always going to let you know that it's going to be diverted. Because if it ain't their time, it's not going to be their time. And that's just the truth. Okay? That's all I got to say. Peace and blessings to the Most High of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Thank you for giving me holy bones. And I gotta say this also. They get mad when you don't masturbate. They get mad when you're not sexually immoral like them. Because this is what they do, right? We know about the AI incrimination. We know just about how incrimination works, period. Whether it's AI or not. These people are keen on destroying your reputation, putting you in social exile, you understand, persecution, and then making it seem like as if you are plague to the world. No, you're the plague to the world. And I don't give a damn about you calling on or even wearing shirts like Jesus is King. That don't mean shit to me because I already know who your God is, and that's the beast. We already know that. You can wear that all you want to, like as if that's giving you protection or as if you have to remind us. You ain't got to remind me nothing because I know I'm worshiping the Most High of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I know you're not worshiping the right one. Come on now. This is your world. You can play that phony card all you want to. You worshiping the counterfeit version of Hamashiach, the true Cristo, who is negro, black, if you want to call him that. Okay? Hebrew, if you want to call him that. And that's all. I don't care what nobody say. And there's many different symbolisms. And there's many different ways of worshiping the beast. I told you guys this. And there's many different ways to receive the mark as well. I want you guys to understand that, because it all comes down to intention. It all comes down to action. The intent starts in the brain, and then the action follows suit. I don't care what God it is. And then they like to lie and pretend like, oh, well, all of our prayers and worship, organized religions, or just people who are eclectic, religiously inclined. Guess you can call them that, because they're sampling from every organized religion, and all of it is coming from the Bible anyways, because that's how all these other religions were even spun into existence, was because they adopted it from the Bible. Okay. Oh, all of our prayers, our teachings, and our practices are going to the same God, that one God. No, it ain't. That's an excuse. No, it's not. Because he has laws, statutes, and commandments in a way, and he tells you how to live holy. He knows you're not supposed to be perfect, because he knows. He said there's not one good person on the earth. He knows that. So the fact that you would use that as an excuse, miss me with that. I have no sympathy for you. And that's just the truth. Peace and blessings to my people scattered across the four corners of the earth, and to the stranger who has allied themselves with us. I wish you well. I wish you peace. I wish you protection. I wish you major light. Light. I pray for the light of the Most High to be so heavy upon you, and for his spirit to be so heavy upon you that when these devils on patrol see you, they disintegrate. Y'all stay well to yourselves. I'm out.